in continuing talks about personal strength, about being a gay man in this modern society. Yes, it is much easier, but some elements are not always perfect. For example, you know, I always speak of the truth. Yes, hey, even the Bible tells you the truth will set you free. But, I mean, I must tell the story of my mother as it went. You know, her suicide is the story. You know, my mom was tolerant. I mean, she was in prison so much I didn't know what she really thought about me as a gay guy per se. Most talk was copacetic, but I knew that she was a lover of family and kids and stuff like that. Mind you, I'm an only child. So, whatever. Fast forward to the second week of April, the third week of April of 2016. Wow. Um, I saw her on a Tuesday. And then on Thursday, I got a frantic call from her best friend, which was, what was called my pseudo aunt or whatever. Anyway, so I get the call, frantic call. My mom's dead. All right. I knew she was a druggie and stuff like that. So it's like, what was it? Whatever. So, yeah, she died on a Thursday. On a Saturday, I get a fucking letter in the mail. And it's from her. So essentially, this is a posthumous suicide note. This is what it said, man, because I memorized it. It said, Jairus Jones, my only son, because you have chosen to be a faggot in life. I have chosen to take my own life and see my mother in heaven. Good luck, my son. Man, I mean, yeah, I was what, 35, 36. It's not like I was on the complete downside of life or anything per se at that time. But none of that was what it was about. It was about the fact that I did not continue the bloodline. And I still feel terrible about it this day. But by the same token, what could I do? What could I do? You know? I'm not mad at her and her decision, I guess, are the words that I'm saying. But of course I'm mad at her. Because it's like, God damn it. Bitch, you didn't even give me a chance to, like, you know, you didn't know what would be, you know, and when you say things like that to people, it retards their whole life. It doesn't make them want to be anything. And that's not fair. So, it's okay for her to be disappointed, you know, but it's also not fair for her to project that shit and act like faggotry is the reason that she was unhappy. Okay? I mean, in life, naturally, there are many underlying factors of things. We know she had a drug problem. But drug problem or not, that's what she felt. And that is a terrible, terrible feeling to an only child, you know, to know that your mother hated you because, as she said, you're a faggot that would not provide her any grandchildren. Now, I mean, the proper mentality would analyze this and say that comes from a perspective of selfishness and otherwise hurt. And we understand that. But hey, boy, it sure hurts. That only son, you know? And it doesn't help the gay cause at all, you know? And the point from all of this is not a point of lament, is that we're actually supposed to draw strength from situations like this because this happens all day, every day to all kinds of people, and they must understand that somebody loves them out there, even if it's not the person they want it to be. Okay, it's a terrible feeling to know as a man to want the love of your mother and know that it would always be rejected. Again, it requires personal strength because the person who said those terrible things were in a terrible position in their heart and in their life. Okay? And I understand that. And it is important to understand that it is important for other people in similar positions to understand that consider the source, consider the situation. If that's not enough, consider the fact that the love for your situation is here and there are people who love you and are there to help you, but ultimately, love yourself first because it makes everything else hurt infinitely less.